Okay, ladies and gents, welcome. How's it going, everybody? This is my first wrestling themed unboxing, and I'm going to say, I want to say literal years, but I might be forgetting something. But for a long time, this was like a weekly thing, monthly thing here on the channel, where I would get new wrestling DVDs and Blu-rays, wrestling T-shirts, wrestling figures, wrestling memorabilia, and I would unbox them right here the day I got it, and I was all happy about that. And you know, I was always sharing them all the time, unboxings of that nature. And the first unboxing that I've done in a long time was just the other day when I unboxed a PlayStation 2, which again is another random story, and I still kind of need to think about that every time I say it. But yeah, there's PS2 sitting right there that I bought on eBay due to the current downtime that we're all having. So please check that out. I did a PS2 unboxing, PlayStation 2 unboxing. It's on the channel from a couple of days ago, so check that one out if you can. Been enjoying that. But I ordered this little package here from ProWrestlingTees.com during Double or Nothing, like in the middle of Double or Nothing, I think during the Moxley and Brody Lee match, or maybe even the Shida and Nyla Rose match. But I remember I was looking through the t-shirts and stuff, and there was one in particular I really wanted to get, which I did, and then I was between the other one I got, so I've got two things here, and a Kenny Omega t-shirt. And as soon as I bought this one, I was like, I should have got the Omega one, because I don't have an Omega t-shirt. I do have merchandise from this particular entity. She's really stopped doing the whole, oh, what can it be, and just show you. Here's the first one, and it is the Inner Circle Appetite for Destruction Guns N' Roses style t-shirt. My god, look at that. Beautiful. I've got Inner Circle t-shirt I got for Christmas, and it's kind of like this sort of anarchy one. It's really weird, I can't really work out what it is. It's a really cool t-shirt, but it doesn't make much sense in terms of Chris Jericho and that. But this one, I just remember when I saw this for the first time, I just loved it, because I love that album cover anyway, and I can imagine Jericho going absolutely mental when he saw this, so I love it. Looks great. You got Sammy on top there, you get Jericho in the middle, you got Hager on the bottom, and you get Santana and Ortiz on the left and right. Inner Circle, love it. But yeah, as soon as I ordered it, I was like, I should have got the Omega one, because it was a different colour. I've got loads of black t-shirts. Speaking of black t-shirts, this is the one that I went on to buy. This is the one I wanted, and the one that it was like a limited edition. It was like, you know, it was a buzz at the time, you know, and now it's been about, you know, 3 weeks or something, 3.5 weeks, and now it's not as relevant, but it's still surreal the fact that it's a thing. But this is the Owen Hart t-shirt from Dark Side of the Ring. These came out as soon as the Dark Side of the Ring documentary came out, and I just loved that episode, and I loved the Dark Side of the Ring series this season. I was a bit sceptical about the first season, but as soon as they announced they were doing, you know, Brawl for All, Benoit, you know, and then of course the Owen Hart one, I was like, okay, they're really going deep now, you know. And I enjoyed all the episodes. Didn't love the Jimmy Snuka one. Felt a bit uncomfortable watching that one, but the one about Dr. D. David Schultz was really fascinating. I didn't know the story about the guy who wasn't succeeding in the business, who wanted to expose it and stuff, and then took this reporter behind the scenes and started like blading himself in front of this reporter to show how real wrestling was, you know. What a dafty. But the best episode of the whole series was the Owen Hart one, talking about the tragedy, because I thought they'd done it with, like, it's such a sensitive topic, and WWE have quite rightly not mentioned it, not talked about it, not shown it really, other than the fact they got a DVD in like 2016 or something, which was great, but they never went into too much detail, and I don't think they should have done. It was for, you know, an external company that was, you know, sponsored and supported by Owen Hart's family, and this was it, you know. We had Owen Hart's widow on here and stuff like that, and his other family members, narrated by Jericho, which is ironic actually, with this other t-shirt, but it was just done with so much respect and so much class, and just, it was like you got to see the events, the backstory, the investigation, without it being kind of iffy and uncomfortable. It was just it was a tough watch, don't get me wrong, but it was like you got to really experience the whole thing and be like, right, this is what happened, and you kind of got to have your own opinion of it, you know. But as soon as they were releasing the two t-shirts, there was one that I liked, the other one I really liked, but I thought it was really simple. This one, because it actually has a picture of Owen on the t-shirt, I was like, that's the one I have to get. And I guess the other one was a bit more popular, so I guess I kind of wanted to be a bit different, but it's really cool, I love it. It's definitely going to stand out in terms of other t-shirts I have, but it has the Owen Hart Foundation logo down here, which I believe the proceeds to this goes to, which is another big reason to get it. And of course the Dark Side of the Ring logo, I could have done without that, but I'm not going to complain. But there you go, the Owen Hart t-shirt, one of the limited edition ones, and the Inner Circle Guns N' Roses Appetite for Destruction themed t-shirt. So two really cool t-shirts from ProWrestlingTees.com. in the mail today. So a successful mail day, a successful unboxing, first wrestling themed one in ages. It feels good. Feels good to be back to what I know, unboxing wrestling memorabilia. But check out that PlayStation 2 unboxing if you haven't already from the other day. It was a lot of fun, you know, seeing it for the first time, plugging it in and playing the first games for a while. But I guess you'll be seeing me in these two beautiful new t-shirts in future videos here on CM42 TV. So stay tuned, please subscribe if you enjoyed, and you can follow me on social media, Twitter and Instagram at CM42 TV. On Instagram right now I'm doing my 30-day film challenge. Every day I'm answering a question about films, and yesterday's one was a film that you couldn't stop thinking about, and I posted about that and wrote about it and stuff. So if you want to see me talk about some films in length, check out my Instagram at CM42 TV. Until next time folks, thanks very much for watching. I hope everybody's doing well. I will see you all in the next video. Cheers.